Ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar and a grifter.
In the last video on Dr. Umar, we saw him put out a claim that the city of Wilmington, Delaware did him wrong. Straight up dirty. Well, the city of Wilmington has responded. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start here. This guy you see on the screen now is from the Basic Black podcast channel on YouTube. And he reached out to the city of Wilmington by email and he got a response back. So we're going to start with him, and I'm actually going to pause his video and we're going to switch to someone else. And then we're going to come back to him, but I'll explain what we're doing and why we're doing it, why we're going back and forth, you know, as we go through the video. But let's first start with him.
It is me. It is Reginald Ifatunde Jackson, better known as Reggie with the Basic Black podcast. Hey y'all, I'm actually putting out a really quick, totally could be done better video, but I think for the situation, it needs to be put out there now. To everybody who's given money to Dr. Umar Johnson, I strongly advise you stop. In a effort to try to figure out what the situation is, I reached out to the city of Wilmington, Delaware, and I had correspondence with with Daniel T. Walker, who is one of the managers and deals with communications and whatnot. I received the email back from him about an hour ago. And pardon me if I look away from the screen, because I'm actually looking at a different monitor, but I want to read this to you.
Okay, before he reads this, we're going to switch over. Before we get into his response from the city of Wilmington, we're going to look at the email he sent to the city of Wilmington first. Now, I found the screenshot of the email he sent on this other page, which is the J Witt podcast. And the first guy sent J Witt a copy of the email he sent to the city of Wilmington. So we're going to start, and I know it's confusing, but we're going to start, and I just want to include this portion in there first before you hear what he got in return. So we're going to listen to J Witt as he reads this.
Let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. All right, so Brother Reginald over there at B.A.S.I.C B.L.A.C K, he reached out to the city of Delaware and basically said, Wilmington, Delaware, please forgive me. I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching out seeking clarification regarding recent claims made by Mr. Johnson. He has alleged that the city has ignored multiple requests concerning an outstanding balance of approximately $20,000 on 2 school campuses. Furthermore, he has publicly stated that the city is attempting to unjustifiably take property from him, characterizing it as a case of discrimination against a Black property owner.
And I'm going to pause it right there. But as you see in his letter, he says Mr. Johnson. So that's all they needed to identify with Mr. Johnson they were talking about. That's all the information the city of Wilmington needed. And they already know who he's talking about. But let's keep going.
I just like the way he wrote it, man. He wrote it really fun. I love it. Given the seriousness of these claims, I would appreciate any official statement or documentation you can provide that outlines the city's position on this matter, including any previous communications or notices that may have been issued. I doubt his claims are true, but with the constant berating of the city departments on multiple social media platforms is defamatory at minimum. Thank you for your time and assistance in helping bring transparency to the situation. All right, so that's what Brother Reginald Jackson sent to the city of Wilmington, Delaware.
Okay, Let's switch back. Now, this is Reginald again from Basic Black Podcast, and he's going to read the email he received back from the city of Wilmington. Now, he did copy and paste the email into the description box of this video. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the screenshot from his description box on the video so you can read along with him. But let's go.
Unfortunately, the statements made by Dr. Umar are simply untrue and inaccurate. City of Wilmington has issued numerous communications concerning the two properties, and the communication from the property owner has been infrequent and scarce. Our goal is to simply ensure the properties come into compliance with existing regulations. This is true of our approach to every property in Wilmington and ensures our buildings are safe and constructed adequately. We have a process to follow. The motion notice he received is another step that we will process. We invite Dr. Umar, along with every property owner, to communicate with our offices and determine the appropriate next steps of any property that enters in this phase of enforcement. Even this week, our office has contacted Dr. Umar, and I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Y'all got to forgive me. I got to get some. The office has contacted Dr. Umar this week and has, let's see, inviting him once again. So he's lying to you, inviting him once again to comply with our regulations and speak with our delinquent accounts team and Department of License and Inspections to determine the path forward.
But we know, right? We know we all know Dr. Umar is lying. The things don't make sense. And the thing where, first of all, Dr. Umar uploaded that video, the last video we saw him make. He uploaded the video and then he deleted it. But people grabbed it before he deleted it. So I think he deleted it because he knew he knew it was stupid to upload that video. So he deleted it. But once it hits the internet, it's on the internet forever. We all know that. But of course, the city went through the process of all of this. Of course they did. Because if the city were to screw over one person, they would have a ton of trouble on their hands just off of that one person. Because then it could be so many people coming back saying, oh, they did that to me too. Oh, they did that to me in 2001. Oh, they did that to me in 2010. Oh, they did that to me in 2015. Oh, me too, me too, me too. So they're not going to take that chance. They're not going to take that chance. All right, the city is not going to take that chance like that. So, of course, Dr. Umar knew all of this was happening before. He even told y'all in that video he knew since May. I'm sorry, not May. Excuse me. I'm talking about since April. That's even worse. He knew about the back charges of the, what was it called? Vacant property registration fee since April. And he tried to call them, tried to email them, and Dr. Umar says that they never responded. But yet, he ain't go up there. It wasn't important enough for him to walk up to the building. He could travel to Africa. But Wilmington City Hall is out of the question. Of course, Dr. Umar was lying. But let's get back into this.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar. The Prince of Pan-Africanism is a liar and a grifter. And if you are giving money to Dr. Umar, he is unfortunately another one of these paper doctors who are out here grifting. I've reported about this numerous times, and you normally don't get the press and pub that it deserves. But as a service, I'm gonna ask everybody who's listening to the Basic Black podcast, and who's listening on this Instagram video, and who's listening on this YouTube video, who's listening regardless of where the platform states, follow, like, and subscribe. I mean, I'm joking with the headscarf and whatnot, but we really have to address how we're looking at grifters in our community. No one is immune, and there are others who have claimed to build projects and museums and whatnot that aren't really too far behind Dr. Johnson. For anybody saying that this is BS and whatnot, I'm gonna try to turn my camera around. Probably can't see it well, but that is the email that I'm reading from, and I'll be more than happy to provide it, and I'll put it in a link in this video. So everybody, beware who you give your money to, because grifters are always going to be here, and especially ones that call themselves doctors and they're not. The FMD, MG, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy is only being mismanaged and ran incorrectly by Dr. Umar Johnson. So if you want to go and have a parade, or you want to go and march on the city for this brother, you're really doing a disservice to yourself, because it's in black and white. And then they provide me a timeline also of how they tried to contact him, going back to October of 2024, January 1st, 2025, deadline to request a waiver. He never requested a waiver. April 2025, property owner submitted 501c3 documentation and photos, but did not submit a formal waiver application. Speaking of an active permit, and it was in revocation. That was April 2025. August 2025, multiple follow-up attempts from the finance department. August 5th, due to continued non-payment and non-compliance, an auction notice was issued in accordance with City Code 34-38B as in Bravo, which allows for the service posting when other delivery methods are not completed. Notices were posted on each property by the entrance by the sheriff's department. And people, if you don't know, when they post those, they take pictures.
And I knew that putting it on his doors was the last resort. That's always the last resort. Putting it on the doors of the property. That means they made attempts to give him this notice beforehand, and they just couldn't catch up with him to give him the notice. You know, it's just like when something is missing. What is it? When you want to serve somebody, I think that's how it works. When you want to serve somebody and you can't find them, can't find an address after multiple attempts of finding, you can just put it in the newspaper. If they don't see it, I mean, that's the last step. You still can get to sue them, even if they don't see that newspaper. Like, even if he didn't see the notices on his door, even if he didn't see the notices on his door, even if he didn't see the notices on his door, they'd still be able to take his property.
Dr. Johnson, you're a liar, brother. You're a liar. And you should stop trying to grift people. And I'm going to continue to expose grifters, just like we have continued to do here. If you are a fake therapist, if you are a doctor doing practices that you're not licensed for, we're coming for you. The public will come for you, and I am too. So, Dr. Umar, pay your bills, brother. Pay your bills. Pay your bills.
Dr. Umar does not want a team. He has said many times, he just wants to do this by himself. He don't need a team. He don't want anybody else to help him. Why is that? Why is that? Why do you want to be an entrepreneur? Why do you want to own your own business? Because you don't want anybody else to be able to tell you what to do. Umar Johnson doesn't want a team because he don't want somebody else that can check up on him. Hey man, we had some money over here. It didn't go to what we needed it to go to. What happened, Dr. Umar? Nobody can say that because nobody is in on seeing exactly how much money is coming in and how much money is going out and to what it's going out to besides Dr. Umar Johnson. How can you trust somebody like that? He won't even break it down for y'all. I know he told y'all prices like, hey, I spent such and such on this. We spent such and such on that. Has he ever shown a receipt? Has he ever shown one screenshot of anything he's saying? Any kind of numbers? Do you even know exactly how much money this man has raised? And all the money you sent, he can't pay the bills. And we just discovered that what he said about the city of Wilmington is a straight up lie. But we knew that anyway, right? I make these videos for the people who continue to donate to him. Try to wake y'all up, because I don't want to see y'all get scammed. I don't want to see y'all basically flush your money down the toilet. That's basically what you're doing. I appreciate you watching though. All right. And for all y'all who come back and just watch my Dr. Umar videos, man, I got other content. Okay. I'm not going to make my whole channel off of Dr. Umar talking about him in every video. That's not going to happen over here. So please help me out and watch some of my other content. I appreciate it. If you could still like and comment on this video, subscribe if you are new here, and I'll see you in the next one.